Hey, happy Monday, Monday. Margaret Lloyd here. How are you doing? It, eternal life shift. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Making friends. Anybody have difficulty making friends? I know I did growing up. I still have difficulty making friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, but as far as lifelong friends, yeah, not so much. They're harder to find. Even ones that you thought were your friends, were lifelong friends, they forget about you after a while. I try to let people know that I'm available, but I don't hear from them. But, that's their choice. Their choice. They make their choices, and I make mine. I try to reach out. I let people know that I'm available. I want to have fun too. I have a couple of friends that they go on overnight road trips just to go see a different part of the state, different part of the country. I'd love to go. I'd love to go along with them. We all three of us used to get along quite well in high school. We'd go on day trips. I'd love to do that. I'd love to take Mom on a day trip. Maybe I'll do that one day. Take her down to the southeast part of the state. Let her see what it's like. But making friends, that's what we're here to talk about. Unfortunately, I got to put these on. Making new friends as an adult is challenging because of the significant life changes that occur with age, including increased responsibilities like work and family, more established social circle, greater awareness of personal boundaries, and shift in priorities, making it harder to invest the time and energy needed to cultivate new friendships compared to the more naturally occurring social interactions in youth. Because when you're young, it's just natural that you make friends. It's when you get older that friends move away that you knew in school. You move away. It's just more difficult. Time constraints. Adults often have demanding schedules with work, family obligations, and other commitments, leaving little room to actively seek out and nurture new friendships, or old friendships for that matter. I have friends that I haven't actively been around in years. Kathy, Susie, and Ann, I hadn't seen them in 10 years maybe. And we'd had dinner together. We got into a little political thing. That was back when Trump was running for president the first time. So I have learned I don't discuss politics with my friends. I'm not going to do that. It's hard enough to make friends. It's even harder keeping them. It really is. Establish social circles. Once people are settled into their careers and families, they tend to have a well-defined group of friends, making it less likely to actively expand their social circle. They may have as many friends as they want to have in that circle, and they don't want any more. Oh, what about, I was once part of that social circle. I'd like to be back in. Please. Shared life experiences. Yeah, in younger years, people are often in similar life stages, such as college, early career, which facilitates easy conversation and shared interests. While as adults, life stages can vary significantly, creating potential gaps in shared experiences, such as I married a dumbass that my friends and family members were too afraid to tell me not to marry him. If Betty had ever given me the inclination that she didn't like Martin, that something was wrong with him, I would have never married him, because I trusted her with my life. Betty was my number 2 mom. So I'm thinking, most of my older friends, we don't share any life experiences. We don't know. We may. They don't know what I did for 35 years. They don't know everything. I don't know everything they did for 35 years. But we're never going to know whether we have any shared life experiences if we don't talk to each other. If we don't talk to each other, we can't share our experiences. So I would love to share some of my life experiences with my friends. I've done some exciting, cool things. It wasn't all sex, fucking around. I did other things. I've seen the Blue Man Group. I've seen Pink several times. I've seen Cirque du Soleil several times. I've done things, but they'll never know if they don't talk to me. If we don't share our life experiences. I would love to know what my friends have been doing for the last 35 years. Trips they've taken, vacations they've been on, how their family, their children, their grandchildren. I'd love to tell them about mine, but I can't. Fear of vulnerability. With age, people may become more cautious about opening up to new people, fearing potential rejection or judgment, making it harder to build deep connections. I don't believe it's that difficult to me. I believe if people want to make friends, they will. If people are in a group, they should want more friends in their group. But I understand if they may be cautious. But you never know if you don't ask. Because I can't think of a reason that I would reject or judge any of my current friends. I would just like to get together with them and talk. Get to know them better, because it's been 35 years since we've spoken. I'm not fearful of vulnerability. I know I've had a shitty life and felt very vulnerable for a lot of times, but I know that, as Popeye used to say, I am what I am. Yep. Different social environments. Unlike school and university, where social interactions are readily available, adults often need to actively seek out opportunities to meet new people, which can feel awkward and unnatural. And it's true. Yeah, I know I've gone to flea markets here in Norman, thinking to run into somebody that I went to school with. Because I used to know a lot of people that did crafts and stuff. Now, granted, I've been doing flea markets. I haven't been doing craft shows. That's what I need to do. Find people in a knitting circle or book club. Something like that. Geographic mobility. Frequent moves can disrupt essential social networking and making it difficult to build lasting friendships in a new location. That's true. Boy, do I know that one. Let's see, I moved from Norman, Oklahoma to Wilmer. Let's see, I had 2 friends. And that's only because they were neighbors. We no longer connect, but that's okay. And then we moved from there to Detroit, or Royal Oak, rather, where I had Venus and Barb Rodriguez as friends. And we communicated for several years after I left there. And then from Detroit, we went to Virginia. Yeah, I made no friends there. Tried to. And then from there, we went back to Michigan. We moved to Rochester, where, yeah, I had no friends. Then we moved to Des Moines. I didn't really have any friends. I had coworkers, I had neighbors. Darlene Gaiman was a neighbor. I was more friends with her children than I was with her because she was always working, or I don't know, but we never really clicked. Then we moved from Des Moines to Maryland, to Thurmont. I have Melinda, Heather, Sandra, Pat Cuddy. Yeah. But they're all on the East Coast. So geographically, we're not together. Shifting interests as people mature, their interests and hobbies change. They may evolve, they may grow, making it harder to find common ground with new acquaintances. Strategies to overcome the challenges of making new friends as an adult. Okay. Join clubs or groups based on hobbies. Participate in activities that align with your interests, can expose you to people with similar interests. That's true. And similar passions. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like I was saying, find a knitting club or a book club. Volunteer work, which as soon as I'm finished with this knitting project that I'm on, I have a new one that I'm going to do, and I'm going to make baby blankets and bonnets for the babies, newborns at the hospital. Utilize online platforms, social media groups to connect with people who share your interests. That's one thing that I've been trying to do with Facebook. And being more careful on Facebook, because you can easily get scammed on Facebook, and that is the last thing I need right now. I've been scammed enough. Don't need no more. I need my life to be happy and peaceful. That's what I need. And that's what I'll have. Be proactive. Don't be afraid to initiate conversations with new people you meet in your daily life, whether at work, in your neighborhood, or at local events, or even at the grocery store. It's like I was at the grocery store the other day, and I'm looking for soup. I'm looking for a particular cream of chicken mushroom soup. And there's this young kid looking for basic chicken noodle soup. And he is searching everywhere but all around where the chicken noodle soup was. And so I helped him find the chicken noodle soup. And that's fun to be able to, and it feels good to be able to help somebody that's struggling to find what they want in life. And he found what he wanted on that day. He got his chicken noodle soup. Focus on quality, not quantity. Prioritize building deeper connections with a few new people rather than trying to accumulate a large number of acquaintances. See, I don't want a large number of acquaintances. I just want my few little friends, Kathy, Susie, Shelley, Anne, Clara, Linda. I just need my handful of friends that once in a while we can get together, whether as a group, individually, whatever. That's what I need. In conclusion, while making new friends as an adult can be challenging due to life circumstances and personal anxieties, actively seeking out opportunities to connect with others based on shared interests, being open to new experiences can help overcome these barriers and build meaningful relationships. Because that's what we need. We need meaningful relationships. We need relationships that can help us grow, because we're continually growing on a daily basis, whether it's we're growing mentally or physically. We're always growing. We're always learning. Learning is good. It makes you a better person when you continually want to learn. And that's what I'm doing, is continually wanting to learn to be a better person. I want to be the best mother, the best daughter, the best friend that a person can have. I know in my past life, I haven't always shown it, haven't always been the greatest parent, the greatest friend, always being there when needed. But when you live across the miles like I have, it's hard to know what a friend is needing. You can call a person, text a person, ask how they're doing, but if they say, I'm doing just great, well, what can you say? They must be doing just as they say, doing great. And if that's the way they're doing, that's good. But we all want to do things that are better for us. We all want to do better. Let's see. I even go to church in hopes of meeting up with some of my church friends. I haven't. This is what's so difficult. Even because the church community is such a tight knit community. They don't want it's difficult. It really is. It really is. But it's got to get easier. Yeah. But I believe it will get easier to find friends. And I'll find them there somewhere. I don't, I'll get through it somehow, some way. And I know I will. And I know I'll make lots of friends. And then the next thing you know, they're going to be dropping just like they've been doing, unfortunately. Life's short, and we got to do what we got to do. So if I make a lot of friends, I make a lot of friends. If I don't, I don't. If I have tons of acquaintances, that's okay. I can walk my dog and say hi to all the dog walkers. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Absolutely. And just keep it going. Keep saying hi to everybody. Because that's what I like to do. When I go out and about, I like to acknowledge people. Used to always say hi to everybody. Because if you don't say hello, they're not going to think to say hello. So say hello. And then you can tell them, peace out. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.